Hello viewers, welcome to Eglave Academy. In this video, we are going to see the MCQs on integrity and security in database management system. Okay, question 1. Which of the following is the right syntax for the assertion? Options are create, assertion, assertion name, check condition. Then create assertion, check condition, then create assertion, assertion name, then allow the mention. Okay, so what is assertion? So assertion means it is the condition we wish the database always to satisfy. Okay, so it is the condition that we wish the database always to satisfy. So that is the definition for assertion. Okay. Then the right syntax for creating the assertion is create, then assertion name, then check, then the condition. So this is the right syntax for creating the assertion. Okay. So we move to the second question. Data integrity control is used to set upper and lower limits on numeric data, requires the use of passwords to prohibit unauthorized access to the file, then has the data dictionary to keep the data and time of last access, last backup, and most recent modification for all files, then none of these. Okay, so the right answer is it is option B. So data integrity control requires the use of passwords to prohibit the unauthorized access to the file. Okay, we move to the third question. When a referential integrity constraint is violated, the normal procedure is to options are continue with flow, accept the action, reject the action, then store it for evaluation. So the right answer is it is reject the action. Then the fourth question, which one of the following is not the key constraint in SQL? So the options are primary key, foreign key, unique key, then none of the above. So the right answer is it is none of the above, because other three options primary key, foreign key, unique key, so these are the key constraints in SQL. So here the question is about which one is not the key constraint, which means the right answer is it is none of the above. Then the question 5, which of the following integrity constraint ensures the uniqueness of each row? Options are unique, primary key, both unique and primary key, then foreign key. So the right answer for this question is both unique and primary key. Then the sixth question, create table student. So the fields are ID, numeric, name, varchar, age, numeric, details, varchar. In order to ensure that the value of age is non-negative, which of the following should be used? Okay, so the options are check age greater than 0, check age less than 0, then alter age greater than 0, then alter age less than 0. So here they are asking to ensure the value of age is non-negative, which means positive. Okay, so the right option for this one is check age greater than 0. Then the seventh question, which of the following is used to delete the entries in the referenced table when the tuple is deleted in the referencing table? Okay, so the options are delete, delete cascade, set null, then allow the mention. So the right answer for this question is delete cascade. Then the eighth question, which of the following is the forms of authorization to modify the database schema? So options are index, resources, alteration, drop. Then 1 and 3 only, 2 and 4 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, then all of the above. Okay. So here the question is about the forms of authorization to modify the database schema. So the first one, it is index authorization. So index authorization allows the creation and deletion of indices. Creation or deletion of indices. So that is the usage of index authorization. Then the next one is about the resources authorization. So this one allows the creation of new relations. Creation of new relations. Then the third one is about the alteration authorization. So this one allows the addition or deletion of attributes in the relation. Addition or deletion of attributes in the relations. Okay. Then fourth one is about drop authorization. So this one allows the deletion of relations. So here the question is about the forms of authorization to modify the database schema. Okay, so which means these four comes under this category only. So index authorization, resources authorization, alteration authorization, then drop authorization. So the right answer is it is all of the above. Okay, we move to the question 9. So the question 9 is which of the following is the forms of authorization on parts of the database? Read, insert, update, delete. Then the options are 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 4 only, then all of the above. Okay. So this question is about the forms of authorization on parts of the database. So the previous question is about the forms of authorization to modify the database schema. Okay. So here we are having four options: read, insert, update and delete. So what is read authorization? So the read authorization allows a reading but not modification of data. So this one allows only reading. Okay. So no modification operation is allowed. Then insert. So this kind of authorization allows the insertion of new data. Okay. So which means, so the modification of existing data is not performed. So which means it is not allowable. Okay. Then the third one is the update authorization. So this one allows the modification. So allows modification. But not deletion of data. Okay. Then the fourth one, it is delete authorization. So this one allows the deletion of data. So these four types of authorization is the categories of forms of authorization on parts of the database. Okay, so the right answer is it is all of the above. So read authorization means it allows only the reading but not modification of data. Then insert authorization means it allows insertion of new data but not modification of existing data. Then the update authorization allows only modification but not deletion of data. Then the fourth one is about the delete authorization. So this one allows the deletion of data. Okay, so the right answer is it is all of the above. Then the 10th question, trigger. So four options are statement that enables to start any DBMS, then statement that is executed by the user when debugging on application program, then condition that the system tests for the validity of the database user, then statement that is executed automatically by the system as the side effect of the modification to the database. So the right answer for this question is it is option D. Okay, because the trigger is the statement so that is executed automatically by the system as a side effect of the modification to the database. So this is the exact definition of trigger. Okay, so I hope everyone understand the concept of integrity and security in database management system. If you people find our videos interesting and informative, kindly provide your support through likes, comments and share the video links with your friends and colleagues. Thank you all.